And this is a painting by Mary Plaster. She's holding the world in her hands. And we're going to have an ancient wisdom video and a Gaia blessing, who is the earth.
I love that so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, this beautiful Gaia blessing that Barb wrote, and she's going to present to us.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I am here now once again as before. It is a time not unlike a time before. Your truth be known, my truth be known. There is only one great energy, spirit of the mother. The earth and her peoples are the creation. She is one with them and they with her. Tell the truth of it now. It is beyond time to come back to the truth. Speak of it at each time. Speak with clarity and vision. It is not to convince, but to touch others in a place they know, a place deep inside that knows no gender, knows no color, knows no age, knows no culture. We are all one with each other and with the universe. Our minds separate us from ourselves and each other. We think and we separate. We must feel ourselves, each other, the universe, and then we will feel the creation. There is no truth outside yourself. All resides within and without, but from within first. Take this vision, take this peace, take this energy, and return to do your work. It will come. Hold the crystal and seek peace. It will come. Ashe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I can't be there on Sunday, but Jan asked me to play my oboe, and looking at the topic of for the meeting, I thought, what is more ancient than the earth? And so I got out my book that Jan so graciously gifted me and decided to play All the Earth is Sacred. And this is actually a tune that's not familiar to me, but it's in a minor key, which has a lot of solemn kind of feels to it. And I wanted to read you the text, since one constraint of the modality of instrumental music is that if there are words that were assigned to the tune, you don't get to experience them unless you know them. But also the strength of the modality of an instrumental piece of music is it can speak whatever to your soul, that's not limited by language. So, since I chose this specifically for the text that Jan wrote, I'm gonna make sure no one calls me while I'm doing this. I wanted to read it. So verse 1, all the earth is sacred, sacred is her ground. Mountains, trees, and flowers everywhere abound. Her beauty all around is still found. Verse 2, earth calls out for nurture, earth calls out for care. We will work to save her, treasures everywhere. Her beauty all around is still found. And I know in many religious and spiritual practices, the earth is considered mother and feminine, and I've actually been pondering that quite a bit in my own life recently. And whether symbolically or figuratively or literally, I think it's a beautiful symbolism for what women and our bodies do for the world, and how those of us who have children, like in so many ways, my body is also theirs as it is mine, and there's kind of a reclaiming going on with that now in my life, I think, as they're getting older. But just how the earth as mother shares this gift with all of us to nurture us and connect us to each other and to life, and that's had some more beauty and meaning to me in the recent months than in other seasons. So anyways, here's my oboe. I wish that Fontrell and Jen and I could play a trio, maybe someday. All right, so all the earth is sacred.
It's Litany of Praise, adapted from Mira and Treese Winter, Mary Beth Moser, and Mary Kathleen Spiegel Smith. Alex, will you be reader 1, Von Trail 2, Barb 3, Jill 4, and Winter 5, and then repeat?
Blessed be our holy grandmother. Blessed be her name forever.
May we follow her.
I'm sorry, in the daily unfolding.
In the challenge of growing.
This is Winter. I'm driving. I can't be a reader.
May we live in her.
In her constant compassion.
In her infinite wisdom.
In her passion for peace and saving her creation.
She is queen, one unto herself. She is inviolate. She is rising up. Beloved grandmother, you are Black and beautiful.
She is the face of our first mother, our oldest mother, our African mother. She is mother of all that is. You are Black and beautiful.
One who has loved us from before all time. You have brought us into being and nurtured us to maturity.
You created
I'm sorry.
You created the heaven and the earth and the waters below the earth, and each one of us in your divine image. Day by day, you make all things new.
Continue to reveal to us our purpose, that dreaming the dream you dream, we claim the paths that you open before us.
Give us your wisdom and your visions of justice, peace, and equity.
Loving,
Wise
wise
grandmother,
one
one
who
who
holds
journeys with us. We praise
praise
you
you
now
now
and forever.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Okay.
Okay, this is tilting.
Come to the source, well of sacred flow, deep in our souls, she will flow. Come to the source, claim creative flow, with her our gifts bloom and grow. Come to the source, well of sacred flow, deep in our souls, she will grow. Come to the source, claim creative flow, with her our gifts bloom and grow.
Now, Montrell and Alex will share the wisdom of the indomitable divine feminine ancient queens, and then sing a song that they created.
Thank you, Dr. Jan. So today I wanted to share and shout out a couple of the African queens that we shout out in the song. One of whom is Amina of Zaria. And I'll just read a little bit about her. She's known as the warrior queen. Queen Amina is known as the first queen of a male-dominated society, and she made history for expanding the territory of the North African Hausa people. Diverging from her father's peaceful practices, Amina harnessed her arsenal of military skills with the Zazao cavalry, later becoming their leader. After being appointed as ruler in 1576, she returned to the battlefield and fought to her death in 1610. So she is one of the African queens that we want to honor and shout out today. And the second one I want to talk about is Yaa Asantewaa of the Ashanti Empire. And a fun fact, Ashanti is the name of a pop R&B singer. She was around in the early 2000s when I was a kid. And obviously she was named after this amazing African tribe. So shout out to Ashanti, the singer, and this Ashanti queen. Queen Yaa Asantewaa was queen mother of the Ashanti kingdom. Excuse me. And was responsible for presiding over the golden stool. Excuse me. My allergies are acting up today. Sorry about that. Which established power, thank you, power, culture, and stability within the land. Thank you. As Queen Mother, she held the second highest position within the empire. Her leadership and advocacy of women in power permeated throughout the kingdom, challenging archaic gender roles. And this all can be found in the Ebony magazine, excuse me, in Ebony magazine, ebony.com. You can just search in the search bar, African queens, and there's this long, beautiful list of African queens that pops up. So I encourage you all to check it out. Thank you for listening to me. And Mom's gonna read a little bit more as well.
I just happened to order a book, Kara Cooney, When Women Ruled the World, 6 African Queens of Egypt. And here's that book if you all can see it. When Women Ruled the Earth, the World. And I'll just read the synopsis on the back. In today's political landscape, female rulers are far and far between. But thousands of years ago in ancient Egypt, women reigned supreme, controlling the authoritarian state as power brokers in times of war and peace, a rare phenomenon across human history. Through the seductive lens of 6 remarkable female pharaohs, which means rulers, including Hatshepsut, Nefertiti, and Cleopatra. Celebrated Egyptologist Kara Cooney examines what made Egypt unique among history's great empires, exploring how these queens ruled, why they were erased from history, and how their reigns may govern our own perception of leadership today in a provocative narrative, unlike any Egyptian history you've ever read. And this author, Kara Cooney, shares a piercing light on why female power has seldom been allowed through the ages and why it matters even more than now. Here again, this is just one source. If you'd like to read more about it, this would probably be on the banned book list pretty soon somewhere.
Yeah.
If someone tried to introduce it into a library setting or some other college campus. So get it while you can.
That's right.
Thank you all for listening. You ready for us to start the song now?
Yes, go ahead. Now I've got it on the screen.
Awesome.
1, 2, 3. What manner of woman is Michaela, who referenced in the golden text, known for her beauty and intellect that challenged even King Solomon. This is Queen of Sheba, bold, courageous, and wise. Was she the song by Solomon, attest to his regard for her? What manner of woman is Dandy, warrior and mom of King Jude, remembered, revered, and deeply admired for her tenacity. This queen is advisor to both queens and kings, cherished and held in high esteem, held from the motherland. What manner of woman was he? Politician, warrior, and diplomat, with eloquence and negotiating skill, from the country of Angola. This is the queen who fought allies to resist enslavement. She gave her life and is regarded as the Queen of Queens. What manner of woman was a Centaur, queen, mother of the Ashanti, strategic and courageous while preserving her cultural stability. This is Queen Ashanti, who advocated for women's rights, challenging which permeated her culture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that. How many queens, how much history you could get in a song, a reimagined song. Wonderful. Thank you so much. This prayer by Miriam Treese Winter, adapted, I think we can try in unison. Our grandmother, who is within us, we celebrate your many names. Your wisdom come, your love be done, unfolding
from the depths
within
us.
Each day you give us
all that we need. You remind us of our limits, and we let go.
You support us in our power, and we act with courage. For you are the dwelling place within us, the empowerment around us, and the celebration among us. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be now.
Ashe.
Now, Winter has 2 poems for us, and I think we'll be able to hear you, Winter. Are you there? Can you unmute, Winter? There you go.
Yeah, I unmute and I'm pulling over. Give me a second. I'll turn on the video. I'm just pulling over.
Well, we're glad you're with us today. I know you're busy going from place to place.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. This is a poem. These are 2 poems. I acknowledge and recognize late last night that my mother died 20 years ago on August 5th. And I think that's the first acknowledgement that I wanted to share. And these two poems came to me last night. So let me share the first one. The first one is labeled The Bonafide Herstories. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Her story is old. It is ancient. It speaks for itself in the stories that are told orally by men and women who know what it is like to recognize the divine is diverse, deep, and wide. There are no limitations on divine feminist and divine womanist. The expansiveness of caring, loving, sharing, encouraging, nurturing, and inspiring. The innovative spirit resides innately within her creative side. Her story is old. It is ancient. It speaks for itself in the stories that are written over the centuries for all to encompass within. It never gets old telling the histories of the divine's amazing abilities to use the feminine traits. Everyone knows to keep telling her narratives with pride in stride. Her story is old, it is ancient. It shares ancient stories of the divine feminine power creating life in the earth, sea, animals, and people like me and you. The divine feminine transforms nothing into existence, into something, into significance, and into the ever glow of being. The history's magnitude helps us to embrace the importance of human connection, strength, resilience, and survival. Her story is old. It is ancient. It speaks for itself in the stories that are witnessed in our daily interaction. It is special to acknowledge in each of us, men and women, our feminine characteristics. Now, digitally, the ancient divine and divine womanist narrative can be read or heard on blogs, podcasts, YouTube, or even vlogs. It is great to embody and openly share ancient and current histories because they are bona fide. Amen and ashe.
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. In that particular one, it's like an overarching bridge, like an umbrella that from a divine womanist and a divine feminist and how it's made its impact in your life. Your stories are real and valid, and this particular poem gives that essence. And if you can't identify, use your creative imagination. This second poem has more descriptive characteristics and shares expressive aspects of the divine feminist and the divine womanist. I was talking to a TCU classmate. Her name is Reverend Tamika L. Robinson. And she heard my first poem and she said, Winter, let's create another one. And so you are about to experience a poem that we created about 11:30 last night. And it's short and succinct, but I think you'll enjoy it. It's called The Ancient She by Reverend Tamika Richardson and Reverend Winter Laws. The creation story has not ceased. She creates life with her essence. Her eyes see the beauty within, and she rejoices. Her fingers are always molding excellence. The hearing of nature calls out to her, and she responds. She calms the wind with her presence. She sets ablaze the fire within us. She creates water to soothe our thirst for belonging and restores our connection to the universe. She is ancient. She is divine. She is. And we are because she is. Ashe and amen.
Love it. Thank
We're waiting on you to
you.
publish those, Reverend.